Hey, what's up? Welcome to Bread Brothers. We're back again. I hope you've been enjoying our videos. Today we're speaking about another crypto, and that crypto is Sand. Tell us all about it, Sam, and get into it.
Yeah, so Ibi, for our members that don't know, Sand is on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's a metaverse / gaming type of ecosystem. Currently ranked number 43, market cap of $4.7 billion. And you'll get into some news coming up at the end of the month, Ibi.
Yeah, on the 29th is when they're releasing their alpha game release. So I believe there'll be a certain amount of people who'll be able to purchase the passes or be selected. If you're a landowner, you'll be able to definitely get into this. And the game release is on the 29th there that it's going to happen. So it's pretty big. I'll let Sammy finish this, and then I'll tell you what my dilemma about this whole 29th day. Let's do this.
I'll tell you the story. All right, let's go in here. Everyone's wondering, when should I report Sand? Well, I'll tell you when you should report Sand. You recognize this as a swing low to the swing high.
Yeah.
Boom. What do you see there? Reload zone. Okay, we lost it there. Bear trap. Whenever you have a bear trap, meaning your candle closed below, but then the next candle went back inside. That is called a bear trap. Whenever you see that, you buy, because look at it. Boom. Pretty much. Bang. You would have 3x your money. Anyway, so you had this reload zone. So you dipped in here, you started accumulating in here, you fell out, you may have sold, you may have panic sold, but then if you recognize the bear trap, on top of that, you have a bullish engulfing candle. So you know for sure this is a bear trap, because look at the volume. The volume was higher than the actual fallout anyway. So that's when you would have picked up. So that's an entry there that you missed. The reason why I am going back on past entries is you have to learn. You have to work with the data that you already have, right? You have to, these are lessons, you know. Why would you pay for making mistakes right now, paying for the lessons, learning, when you can just look in the data? This is what traders call backtesting. You have to backtest everything. And you're going to constantly learn. And when you find confluence, it gives you confidence in your decisions. Anyway, moving on. Your question is about where we're going?
Yes.
So again, if we look at on the log chart, so log on the weekly, this is what we're looking at. My prediction is, Sand topped out here and it found support here. It found somewhat of a support in this area as well on the 21 weekly moving average. If we draw a channel, I might just draw the channel for people so they know how to draw it. Click here, and then you can see parallel channel right there. Just grab it from the wicks. I like to draw everything from the wick. Touch that area of that area. Got the touch there. Pull it up.
And you're doing this on the weekly, Sammy, right? You're doing this
on the weekly, yeah. And we can see we had resistance here. So let's assume that it is in a rising channel. We can assume that there is resistance up here in this area. Whoa, that's not nice. We can assume that that resistance is going to continue being there until, the price meets it. So my real price prediction is really, it's going to be in this area. So it depends on how far the bull run runs, but I'm expecting a top out. I'm expecting some type of price action finding resistance in this area, which is anywhere between $8 all the way up to $15, somewhere here. I mean, of course it could break up higher, but at that point I'll be taking profits and I'll be putting into other good quality altcoins that are down here in this region.
100%.
So the reason why I put game release in here, I like to put significant moments in my charts, because do you want to tell our audience what happens when there's news?
Yes, and this is where my dilemma begins. Now, I absolutely love Sand and decentralized land. I'm a big believer the metaverse is going to be the future. So my dilemma is this, and Sammy knows this very well too, is in crypto, there's a saying, which is you buy the rumor and sell the news. So we know that it's releasing on the 29th. So we're expecting when this happens, when the play does happen on the 29th, a couple of days before, or actually on the day, a lot of people are going to take profits. When the profits are taken, we're expecting a pullback, but how much of a pullback, we don't know. Now, that's one element of it. The second element that I have is, once the mechanism of burning sand happens, it gets interesting, because like Axie Infinity, the more the tokens get burned and used and recycled, the value goes up because the scarcity starts happening. So my dilemma is that, Sammy, where I'll probably be taking profits before it comes to that date, definitely. But I'll be definitely holding some bags just in case if it does something like Axie Infinity, which went from like berserks, like it went from 50 cents to $150 or so something now. So interesting. The market cap, what is the market cap of this, Sammy?
Sand is currently $4.7 billion.
$4.7 billion.
And it's ranked number 43. So
yeah, so let's just say we doubled the market cap, right? At the current
we go from
value.
5 to 10. Yeah, that's what I said. My Moonboy targets are around that $8 to anywhere along this area.
And that sounds realistic to me. You know what I mean? That target sounds very realistic to me, and it can be done because each time any conversation happens about metaverse, about Facebook Meta or decentralized land, they're kind of going hand to hand. That's why, I guess, just be prepared, guys. You may see a bit of a pullback happening.
So here's my word of advice. You do you at the end of the day. Terminology. So it doesn't mean sell now, but you have to pay attention to this. It is at the daily time frame. It's not like a 1 hour chart. It's the daily. It kind of carries some weight with it. So yeah, we've got some high, a low, and a lower low on the volume. So that is a bearish divergence, but pay attention because it's always also playing out on the RSI, high, and it's also playing out on the MACD histogram. You can see on the histogram, the momentum early November was very strong, but at the moment we've put in a higher high, but the momentum is not as strong at this time. So that is called a divergence, when the price action is going higher than your actual previous strength values. So do you get how that divergence comes into play?
Definitely. It's interesting, and it's before even speaking onto this, where basically Sammy even said to me, maybe I would consider taking some profits just because we're coming into that, and you showing me statistically and the TA absolutely makes sense, Sammy.
Now, for this to be invalidated, you'd have to get RSI to break out above this line and then pretty much break like that, and the RSI needs to go higher than the previous peak. If this RSI in the next few days goes higher than 88, then that's bearish divergence is invalidated on the RSI, right? So you're with me on that? But if it doesn't, you are basically toying with bearish divergences. The other thing I like on the RSI is, see that little double peak?
Yes.
Double peaks always indicate trend reversals, possible trend reversals. Nothing's guaranteed. And what happened there? Boom, you got a trend reversal. At the moment, we're potentially putting in another double top. If RSI comes back down, that's another double top. So there's multiple warning shots here. If your RSI does go something like this, Ibby, down here, then I'm telling you, Ibby, that's another warning shot. I told you about the RSI. Now I'm telling you about the double top is actually playing out. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's how.
So let's say that it does pull back on whereabouts on the 20 days or on the 50 days. Where are we expecting it to pull back to?
Good question. So let me just clear this up.
And that's it, guys. After this, we are done. We are done. After.
And we're nearly there. But yeah, on the volume, for that volume to be invalidated, that bearish divergence volume that needs to be invalidated, we need to pump higher than the previous volume, and that is crazy volume, Ibby. Just look at it, the price action has actually surpassed the previous peak, but with what, a fifth of the volume. Come on, man, come on. Like, these are warning shots, the warning shots are ringing. All right, so to answer your question, where can we pick it up? Well, it all depends on where the local top is going to be. Let's say this, where we're at right now, it says high of $5.50. That was the peak. We put in a high of $5.50. Do you see it right there? Yes. $5.50. Let's say that is the peak. So you get your fib tool out right here. You go from the low. There's two low points that I identify. There's this area as low or this macro low. So two areas that you can choose from. This is being really conservative, but you might miss out on the move, or this has been a little bit less conservative, but it might not play out. So we'll do the first one. We go from there to there.
Okay.
You got one reload zone in this region, which I'll draw the box. What's that? $2.42 to all the way down to $1.58. And if you want to go really conservative, you're looking at pretty much that, which I'll draw another box. You're looking at, what's that price range? $2.14 down to $1.27. So two areas there. But yeah, you'll be looking for other things to consider, like maybe you get some bullish divergence in that area if we do come down to it. So I'm going to leave those boxes like that, because you never know, we might actually come up, tap it, and then make our way down here, somewhere here, and then continue the rally. That all depends if this area of support holds as support, and if this area of resistance holds as resistance.
Yeah, and we're talking about if the bull run is continuing, guys. You know what I mean? These, at the end of the day, we've talking about, this is just me summarizing everything, Sammy, and please feel free to jump in at any point. The thing about these small caps or mid-sized caps, anything can happen. The smaller caps, they're easier to pump and dump. When there's news happening, it's always exciting, but people will always take, well, I'm not going to say always, but majority of the time, people do take profits on those selling or big news days, because it's just what it is. You can't be holding your bags forever. You need to let go sometimes. Don't let go of all of your bags. Maybe percentage out, like, sell 10%, 20%, 30%, slowly, because you don't know when this game's going to start or finish, right?
Yeah, that's right. I might just show the exact areas that I am thinking about taking profits. So what I did is I pulled the Fibonacci from that peak in March, right, down to the recent May lows.
Okay.
So down here. We got these Fibonacci numbers up here, like 1618. Anyway, we've got this area, the 2.131, which I've set an alert. It's currently at around the $6, just under $7. So I've put an alert on that area. To put an alert on TradingView, you just click this plus button, add an alert for that price, done. So that's going to be my next take profit area, that Fibonacci level, because these act like areas of support and resistance. Look at this, the 1.618. Look at it. Price came up here, didn't know what to do, hanged around until it broke out, boom. Look at this area. Yeah, so these numbers play in all the time. If you look at it down here, you can see the price action just was supported by that, that golden pocket at 786 to the 615. It was just supported the whole time. 618. But yeah, that's my final spot where I say that's it. Bearish divergence all over the place. If price gets up there, and if I'm lucky for $7, I'm going to take some more out. I'm not emptying my bags. I'll probably empty my bags around this area, and I won't feel bad if Sand, goes to the moon, goes to $50. I don't care, because I know that there's a lot of other cryptos I can buy in this region.
100%. Thank you so much, Sammy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember, this is not financial advice. This is just Sammy and I discussing crypto, and I hope that you found this useful. And if you did, please like and subscribe below, because we do take time and effort for this. Thank you so much again, Sammy. This was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed it. I really got a lot out of it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Ciao.